All right, guys, we're taking a look at a 1992 Trek 820 Antelope that I rebuilt completely from frame up. Everything was rebuilt on this bike from bare frame, so we have fresh grease, fresh bearings in the headset and in the wheel hubs, new bottom bracket, which is a cartridge, UN55 Shimano. I purchased this bike on Craigslist, been watching it for several months. I made an offer to the seller recently and picked this bike up complete for $20. It was in some disrepair, a lot of parts had to be replaced, so I ended up making some updates on it. Here's my end result. So I ended up with a pretty cool touring bike, I think, guys. Now if we notice more the frame and the bicycle itself and kind of overlook the parts and bags hanging off of it, this is in the electric blue with a black splash for the paint, which is spec for 1992 in Trek. We can see that the some of the parts have been replaced. Our front derailleur is an original Shimano 200 GS. The crankset is a SR Suntour 283848. The rear derailleur has been updated to Shimano Acera. And we'll take a look here at the hub, which is a parallax hub in the rear, which means this wheel is probably a couple of years newer than the frame. And a KMC Z71 chain. We'll take a look now at the paint a little closer with the black decals. We'll take a look at the original frame sticker on the bottom here. Chromoly steel, so we're looking at a chromoly front triangle, high tensile steel rear. The rear wheel, actually both wheels are Weinmann 519 single walls. Again, a couple of years newer. I'm sorry about the lens here. I'll slide that down in a second here. There we go. Sorry about that. But we can see that a lot of the parts have been updated on here. Original fork, this wheel, tire in front is actually original too. Trek Matrix tire. The front hub on this particular Weinmann 519 is a old school Shimano Derailleur LX. So really good quality hub. Everything's been repacked and re-greased. Quick release in the front and rear. We can see that V-brakes on the front here. Tektro brake levers. I have a lighting system on here now too as well. I'm using the Tektro levers on here, some old school bar ends that I had lying around. All these parts that you're seeing right now I've had in my stock except for the stem right here, which is a Origin 8. This is a classic sport mountain bike stem. You can see on the top here we have a hole, and I'll pan over to that in a second, for cantilever brake. So we run the cable right through there. And I'm using grip shift 171 shifters on here, 7-speed, and then three in the front. And the bar ends I actually put rubber coating on, which is basically just road bike inner tubes. Everything is straight on this frame. The accessories you can see here, don't pay too much attention to that. Nice comfy saddle on there for my aging backside. We'll pan around this side a little bit. You can see this thing set up pretty much for touring. I can put panniers on here and just take it and go. Everything's in really good condition on this bike. There's no rust at any of these weld junctions. You can see that, well, let's get past this first here. You can see that all the welds are in good condition. No cracks in the frame. People often overlook these frames, and they don't see the value in these older school steel frames. Now, if anybody's ridden an old school steel frame like this one, you'll know exactly what I mean by when I say that it's very, very comfortable to ride. You don't really need a suspension fork with a frame like this. The nice chromoly front fork, nice chromoly main frame. Everything's compliant and smooth. Very nice bike. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff like this, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We'll see you all in the next one, and God bless the Republic.